Hey guys, I'm RozaldVane, and welcome back to another episode of VLR, or Virtue's Last Reward, or Zero Escape Virtue's Last Reward. Last episode, we went through an ending. We went through one of the endings, the ally ending, which is a bad ending, obviously. We chose Betray this time, because we had to betray Clover, to get the heck out of here. So we finally actually get to go out the door, the number 9 door, the exit door for the first time. But is it certainly the exit? We'll find out about that here, I guess. But we'll see what happens, because we've never been past this door at least once before. So we've never gotten past it. There's times where it was like close calls, but they were all forcing my character Sigma to not go through the door, which is kind of weird to begin with. But I'm glad we finally get to see what's behind the other side here. And Fi forced us through here, so yeah.
これにてノナリーゲームは終了となります。お疲れ様でした。
Whoa.
シグマ、ファイ、ディオ、開けろ。ここを開けるんじゃ。
Wow, this is very different. Wow, Tenmyoji's really pissed. Tenmyoji's voice was muffled by the thick steel, but I could still hear his desperation and anger. I tried to ignore it. Whoa, what's this? Huh. Where are we headed? Up, of course, but where to up? Dum 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 ba-dum bum bum 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 ba-dum bum bum. Sorry, it just sounds like a rhythmic beat. Another open door, I guess. God, there's so many doors in this game. You know, when will it ever never be a door blocking our way, you know? Can it just be a normal hallway?
よし、着いたみたいだぞ。
扉の向こうは
You go first, Dio.
通路か。
とにかく行ってみようぜ。
Lead the way, Dio. Just as Fi had guessed, on the other side of the door was a wide hallway. Unfortunately, it seemed to stop in a dead end. It took only a second to find a familiar-looking door on the left side of the hallway. We opened it and stepped inside. Wait, really? We're not gonna see what's going on in here? Oh, wait. Isn't this that one spot that we've been here? We've been here. Huh? Oh.
減圧準備室だな。
Yes.
私、ディオ、ルナの3人で探索した場所だ。
Yeah. Well, this is probably another one that looks like it. You really think you would have been able to get to something on the other side of the number 9 door?
待て、お前も B 階の減圧室のこと知ってるのか？
Yeah. I visited it with Tenmyoji when we were looking for Quark.
そうか。
ではこの施設内の気圧が外よりもかなり高く設定されているということも。
I'm guessing, yeah? What?
なんだ、そのことは知らないのか？
What are you talking about?
どういうことも何も今言った通りだよ。この施設の中の気圧は外よりも高くなっている。
Oh, maybe we're not even underground. Maybe we're in space. Because I do remember there was something like a theory that we were in space or something.
そうすることによってウイルスを含んだ下界の空気を内部に侵入させないようにしているらしい。
Or that too.
従って外に出るにはその前に外の気圧と同じになるまで減圧を行う必要があるみたいで。
For some reason, I feel like Fi speaks very differently here, because her voice seems kind of like it. I mean, previously when I heard Fi a lot more, she was a little bit more muffled, but it sounds like she's a little bit more crispier in sound and audio quality. I might be wrong, and it might be just my headphones, because my headphones has recently been damaged. Because it lost a plastic piece, and then I accidentally pulled it further than it should be when it was broken off, and then yeah, it caused me to lose the audio a little bit, or weaken the audio a bit. But it just feels like she's a bit more crispier and a bit more like sharper in tone.
ここはそのための準備室なんだよ。ほら、 壁にずらりと防護服が並んでるだろ。
I think we're gonna find out that we're in space.
あれはウイルスの感染を防ぐためのもので、あれを着て下の階にある減圧室に入らないと外には出られないんだとさ。
How do you know all that?
ルナから聞いたんだ。
Oh. Really? ほんとね。Wait, why did Luna know all that?
室内に置いてあったマニュアルにそう書いてあったらしい。
Oh. Whoa, wait, go back. You said there's some kind of mysterious virus out there.
得体は知れてるだろ。アリスが話してた例のラジカル6だよ。
Yeah?
多分な。
That sounds pretty bad.
とにかくここまで来た以上後戻りはできない。
That's such a weird looking elevator though. It's a miniature elevator basically.
防護服を着て外に出てみよう。
異論はない。賛成だ。
Alright, we put on a suit. We climbed into the protective suit in silence, then headed down to the pressure exchange chamber. And that sound effect is so... The sound effect is very interesting. With a quiet hum, the process began. I could hear the soft hiss of air leaving even through my helmet. There was nothing to do until it finished but wait. Then, out of nowhere, Dio spoke up.
しかし、
Oh.
こんなにも簡単に目的が達成できるとは思わなかったぜ。
Uh-oh. It took me a moment to realize his voice was coming from the speaker in my helmet. Apparently, My bad, I misclicked. Apparently, the radio was designed to activate automatically. You mean getting out of here?
いや、そんなスケールの小さな話じゃねえよ。そうだ、お前らにだけは教えてやろう。俺の正体。
He's Zero Senior. Sigma was right. Sigma was right to call it out as what it is.
正体?
But I think he's the leader of the what was the called? I forgot what the terrorist group was called. But he's the leader of the terrorist group, basically, is what I think he is. I don't think he's Zero Senior. I think Zero Senior is somebody else that's trying to get Dio killed.
実はな、俺の正体は正義の味方なんだ。人類を救うために遥か彼方の星からやってきた正義のヒーロー。それが俺ってわけ。
So are you saying Dio's an alien? An alien that's trying to... I'm so confused.
なんだ、驚きすぎて言葉も出ねえか。
Dio, I think maybe you should calm down a bit.
脱出を目前にして舞い上がっているのはわかるが。
まあ、所詮お前らみたいな愚民どもには理解できんだろうな。
We were still going back and forth, and when the quiet hiss of air escaping slowed and stopped. A door at the end of the room slowly ground open. Man, there's so much noise in this game that I'm just like, I wish there was just a little bit of room to let the audio of the characters talk rather than just constantly make so much noise to make it so hard to hear some things. Like at times I'm just thinking it's spooking me a little bit, just hearing like a bunch of random noises. We walked through to find ourselves in a nearly identical room. After two more decompressions, the last door finally opened. Oh. Yep, we're in another planet. Or in the desert, rather. Could be that. I stepped outside and gasped. A dark landscape like none I'd ever seen lay spread before me. I couldn't help but stare. What the hell?
砂漠だな。
I can see that. The question is, which desert?
場所はわからん。だが、今がいつなのかなら。
Huh?
見ろ。月が真っ赤に染まっているだろ。
Is it part of the magazine that we saw a lot of?
あれはおそらく皆既月食によるものだ。
Yeah, the lunar eclipse is how it looks like. I've never actually seen the lunar eclipse, but I've seen the solar eclipse. Well, I didn't like look directly in the sun. It was just at that point when in California we were like, they were like, oh, we're advertising that there's solar eclipse happening, and then suddenly the whole lighting of the day is like all darker and just dimmer, and it's just like, oh, okay, I guess. I mean, I chose not to stare at the sun or stare at the lunar eclipse or solar eclipse because afraid that it might burn my eyes out, which is true. I think that if you stare too long, it could burn your eyes out, is what I was thinking of. So you would have to wear like these special sunglasses that protects you from looking at it directly. And I think it's the same thing with lunar eclipse, which we did have a lunar eclipse not long ago, I think. It happens like every 4 years, I think, for both solar and lunar for a lot of places, but I might be wrong. It happens not so often, like it happens every occasion kind of thing. Oh, yeah. I remember you talking about that in the lounge.
皆既月食とは、満月が地球の影にすっぽりと覆われた時に観測される現象。
Right. This is the one path that we went through the lounge for it. I forgot about that.
だがその時の月は、暗闇の中に飲み込まれてしまうわけではない。赤銅色に染まって見えるのが普通だ。これは地球の大気を通過した太陽光が月面に入るためで、簡単に言うと、夕焼けの光が月面に投影されることによって赤く色づいて見えるんだ。ところでシグマ、次の皆既月食がいつ起こるか覚えてるか？
Yeah, December 31st this year. So, New Year's Eve. That's what the magazine said at least.
つまり、そういうことだよ。
So today is December 31st. Wait, crap. If I got grabbed Christmas morning, then that means I've been here 6 days?
そうらしい。
So a full week had passed, I guess? Oh my god.
一番近くにある町に向かおう。
I love this. It's just hilarious. This random astronaut looking thing. Okay. And where would that be?
どこかにはあるだろう。ここがネバダ砂漠だろうと、サハラ砂漠だろうと、ゴビ砂漠だろうと。
I mean, that's true. The deserts could have towns at least to kind of be havens, safe havens for people to like not be thirst to death in the desert.
ただ、それよりも心配なのは。
What are you worried about?
いや、やめておこう。
I think she's worried about the society going to crap kind of thing, like apocalyptic kind of thing. Oh, come on. Tell me. I'm curious now. Impossible as it might seem, I could have sworn I heard her frown. Heard her frown?
人が生きてるかどうかだ。
Heard her frown? How can you hear people frown? More like you see her frown, but...
もしかしたらウイルスのせいで。
Are you saying humankind might be extinct? What the hell? No way. That's impossible. A whole species can't just die out in 6 days. That's...
私だってそうではないことを祈ってるさ。
Where's Dio actually? Dio has not said anything.
さあ、いいから行こう。施設にはまだクオークを含めて4人の人間が残っている。
True?
あいつらを救出するためにも我々は先に進まなければ。
Okay, wakata. I turned to take a step. There was a rough crackle over the radio and the sound of someone falling. Huh? I turned back around to see Fi on the ground. Hey! Are you alright? What happened? I ran over and helped lift her back up. She fumbled for a second, then clambered to her feet.
ここはどこだ？
Her voice was low and rough. Huh?
そうか。わかったぞ。おそらくここはあの歴史の。
Wait, what? Oh, maybe an alternate version of Fi was like spinning around through the different versions of Fi, and this is the one that found out where she's at. Timeline. She didn't respond. I was about to begin a more irate line of questioning when she suddenly grabbed me by the shoulders.
おい、ディオはどこだ?
Oh yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. Why isn't people paying attention to Dio at this point? Dio? Oh, yeah, I haven't seen him since we got out. I'm sure he was with us when we left.
手分けして探すぞ.
Why? Why?
奴から聞き出さなければならないことがあるからだ.
Oh, really?
分かってるだろ?
I think this is a different Fi from a different timeline, and we don't know what she's been through yet, or previously, to make herself go up here, on this version of herself. What?
もしかして忘れてしまったのか? いや、違うのか。そもそも飛んできてないんだな、ここには。
He must not have made this jump, meaning that something has caused her to jump in time in different parallel, and I'm guessing that we'll probably eventually get to that point, and this is probably what blocks us from going forward. She wasn't making any sense.
あ、くそ。もういい。とにかくディオを見つけるんだ。
Okay.
私あっちの丘の方を探してみるから、お前は向こう頼む。
Okay. But she'd already taken off without waiting for my answer. I was watching her for a few moments, confused, before turning and heading off to look for Dio myself. This is a desert, though. Or a very nothing land out here. Damn. Kusa. Don't see him anywhere. Where the hell did that guy go? I was looking around, trying to decide where to go next, when I heard them. The signal must have degraded, but I could still make out the few words.
おい、なとこって何しているんだ?
I'm guessing she's saying, hey, what are you doing?
ディオ。
What is that word before Dio? I'm trying to think what would be the word before Dio she's mentioning. Okay, I don't know. I'm gonna have people guess on their own, I guess. I don't know what that word is. Their voices were cutting in and out, but I'd heard that last word clear as day. Dio. Sounded like Fi had found him. I spun around and took off in her direction. Wow, he's just running in a weird way.
通信機か。
Transmitter? Transmitter.
なるほど。本当ね、いるんだな。
Huh? Phone something ohm? Phone to someone, I think? Phone to some?
ソウルのと。
Oh! That makes it obvious now. Okay, it is true. I was right. I was freaking right. I'm sorry, I'm just shaking with excitement knowing who these two are now. So all this freaking time, Fi and Dio are both Free the Soul terrorist members. Isn't it? Oh, or maybe it's just Dio who's part of the group, while Fi is just already knows the truth behind who Dio is, and that she's just bringing it up to Dio in general. But for some reason, we're not hearing Dio at all, so I'm kind of curious why Dio ever said anything. Why isn't Dio saying anything? So it might be a trap in general, but who knows? Bet Free the Soul's anxious about hearing from us, or hearing from you. I'm guessing that Dio is part of Free the Soul, which Free the Soul is a terrorist group that Alice and Clover were hunting down, and it seems like I was right, Dio was evil as hell to be part of that terrorist group. I was not surprised. I am not surprised. I'm guessing he's saying, what the hell do you think you're saying?
お前のことなら知ってるさ。
Or how the hell do you know about that or something? How the hell do you know about me, kind of thing, is what he probably said. So she knows everything about him.
お前がドールズのだってこともな。
Oh, this gives us so much answers to what's going on here. The transmission is getting clearer. I had to be getting closer.
なあディオ。そんなことよりも一つ聞きたいことがあるんだ。
I'm about to ask you something. I'm guessing. I'm going to ask you something.
00の解除用パスワードは何だ？
Yes, I needed that password for the playthrough number 3 because we got blocked without knowing what the password for the thing was. Number 0.
お前は一体何者なんだ？
What the hell are you? What the hell are you, man?
ただの生物だ。
こんな時によくそんなくだらん冗談が言えるな。
いいから教えろ。
Oh, so she's assuming that he's Zero as well. So I'm guessing Zero Senior is the leader of Free the Soul, I think. He's both, basically.
00の解除用パスワードは何だ？おい、貴様。何をするつもりだ？
Oh no, Dio's gonna kill Fi.
やめろ！
Or she's struggling with him. Crap! That didn't sound good. I sped up and quickly crested the hill in front of me. So I'm guessing we're gonna get blocked because we don't have the item that might help save her from dying in this case, so that she can give us the answer to what we need for the the third playthrough, which is the far left branch. There they were. She's dead. No! Yamada! Stop! I went down the hill as fast as I could, half running, half sliding. With the suits on, I couldn't tell who was who, but I had stopped them. I clambered to my feet, slightly winded from my ordeal. The suited figure I slammed against lay on the ground next to the other one. I moved over to peer through the visor. Dio. Oh, Fi got a hold of him. Wow. His eyes were closed, almost like he was just sleeping. My tackle must have knocked him out. We should have been together, not away from each other. It made no sense. No sweat. What's this transmitter you were talking about? Yeah. So he planted a suitcase not far from here. I'm guessing the transmitter is to activate the bomb, I guess? Oh, interesting. There's a lot of interesting stuff going on right now. That's so different from the other path's ending. Where the hell did he get it? Wait, hidden? Are you saying Dio's been here before? Snuck in. I wasn't quite sure what to make of that, so I decided to take a closer look at the transmitter. There was a screen on the upper part of with a bunch of numbers that looked, well, like nothing. It's probably Morse code. Like he's probably like sending Morse code, like beep 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 beep, something like that. I feel like that's what they do. I mean, the lever on the bottom right. Let me pull the memo here. This thing looks like a thing that you just tap for like the beeper for the Morse code thing, and then of course this looks like a Morse code. Of course, I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. Well, maybe this might be a frequency right here. Keyboard maybe just to translate it out maybe for those people who needs it. I don't know. It just looks kind of like a fancified. Is that even a word? A fancy version of a Morse code reader and transmitter. What the heck is this? 78153 61098 83809 42419 9551. Is that some kind of phone number? I wonder if there's a 25-digit passcode we need, and if there is one, how the hell do I remember this passcode? How would I remember this to get? Oh, maybe this might be good for the phone call. Oh, that would be interesting if this is that phone call that we can just ring in, and then that would be the thing we get. I doubt it would be, because she did say it's too long to be a phone number. What is it then?
解読するためのキーが見当たらないからな。
Oh, it's the code for the bomb. The code for the bomb that's inside that place. This is the code we needed. Oh. But I don't think we're at that point yet. The reason why we're blocked in Alice's path, the playthrough number 1, I believe. Playthrough number 1, there's a thing that we're being blocked by, but I don't think it was the passcode. I think it was something else we're blocked by. Something else entirely. But this passcode is probably the password for the bomb. I heard an odd crackling noise in my helmet. It took me a moment to realize it was a voice. Dio's voice. What's so funny?
いや、あまりにも見当外れなことを言ってるもんでついな。解読するためのキーが見当たらないだって。お前ら一体どこに目をつけてるんだ。キーだったらすぐ目の前にあるだろう。
Wait, what the heck? If I didn't say the line here, it's like meaning that they never actually spoke this line or something. Nani?
そこに打ち込まれた25桁の数列。それ自体がキーなんだよ。
I know it's a key. It's a key to the bomb that's gonna be igniting soon.
要するに暗号化されたメッセージは別の場所にあって、そいつはそれを解くための鍵になってるってことだ。
Or it could be something else entirely. Yeah, it could be like a message in general. None of what he said was making any sense to me. Dio, what's going on here? Who are you trying to call with this thing?
なんだ。そこのガキは何もかも知ってるみたいだったが。
Of course, I'm ignorant because I actually know at least some information. I wouldn't know all the information, obviously.
まあいい。教えてやろう。
Oh, really? He's gonna tell us the truth and tell us what's going on with Free the Soul.
任務は無事に完了したし、今さら正体を明かしたところでどうということはあるまい。
Oh.
それに、どっちにしろファイがいずれはお前に話すことになるんだろうしな。
That's obvious.
だったら俺の口から聞かせてやるよ。
Hear it from the horse's mouth. Alright. I'll probably stop here because this is running longer than I thought it would be. And I have other things I have to do right now that will probably take me up some time. Or maybe I'll read a little bit more and then I'll stop. Stop right after he tells us who he is. Dio shifted to put his hands behind his head and didn't bother to get up. Why would he put his hand behind his head? Oh, because he's just resting there just to talk about his stuff. Okay, so this is Dio speaking. I belong to an organization called the Myrmidons. You've probably never heard of it, but there might be a few people out there who've heard of Free the Soul. So he is part of the group the terrorist group that Alice and Clover has been chasing, but we don't know what part of rank is he or what position he holds from it. So we're just not entirely sure what he does, I guess. If you haven't, well, it's a sacred religious order with over 1 million true believers. The Myrmidons are the hands of Free the Soul. We do what needs to be done to bring us closer to the new world Free the Soul promises. There are some people who might call us terrorists. Then again, from their point of view, I suppose we might be. We're trying to tear down the corrupt world they've built after all. But when the sun dawns for the first time on our new world, we'll be hailed as saints, holy messengers who cleansed the filth from the dying planet. Well, only a handful of people will really become saints. Now, or not even all of the Myrmidons will be guaranteed sainthood. First, you have to be raised with the teachings of Free the Soul from birth. Then, you have to be chosen to join the ranks of the elite and achieve great things. Returning from this mission would secure my position. Oh, that guy does look like freaking Dio. Yeah, that guy does look like Dio. Just that his hair is there, but I don't know. His hair is like way longer though. If that is hair, if it's not, then it might be like the hooded scarf kind of thing. Free the Soul is built around the teachings of a man named Brother who founded our order many years ago. His teachings are too profound for ordinary people to understand, but you could say that the core ideas of his doctrine are to separate oneself from worldliness, to destroy greed, and to divorce the soul from the body to cleanse it. Those who follow his teachings with discipline and devotion will be reborn as a new form of human. Only this new species will be able to live in equality in a world without war or starvation. Brother was born into a poor family, had been told he didn't know his father and that he lost his mother at a young age. The only family he had left was his younger brother, a boy named Left. Kind of a weird name. They say brother had a special power, and that he was able to touch the thoughts of other people and see them into them. It left him constantly exposed to the filthy greed of mankind. When brother was 16, Left was found dead. His body was covered in bruises, but the police only made a cursory investigation and quickly ruled his death as suicide. Later, brother would find him out that the killer had paid the police a massive bribe to keep the truth hidden. What the flip? Really? That's so disgusting. He burned with rage and found himself immersed in cold despair. Eventually, he received a divine revelation. Mankind was thoroughly corrupted by greed. They had to be purified, and a new world created. God had given brother his mission. That was when he began to teach others the truth, and at the age of 26, he started to free the soul. Alright, I'll stop here for now. We'll finish the reading for the next episode, and figure out what this whole free the soul situation is, leading up to this point with Dio, of course, and then we'll see where Dio takes us from here, because I don't know when we're going to get hit by a block, and what this block entails, what this particular blocking to be continued block is going to entail, so we're going to see how that's going to go. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time, or another video of mine, and hope you guys have a great amazing day, good night, or whenever watching this. Roz, out.